And now we're talking about coronavirus and the reopening of our country. We'll start with our USA Today article that talked about where you can click. You should look through this, and each state has specific guidelines, different phases, different timelines. I think it's important that we've been talking about in my daily podcast for you and for guys watching right now to be finding out on the web more information. It changes daily, if not hourly. And so I think it's important to go through that. And so let's go ahead and turn to Michael. Michael in New Jersey.
As far as the courts go, what we're hearing from across counties right now is there's still not going to be any in-person hearings or matters being held in courts at this point in time. That's probably going to be for the foreseeable future. But for the past 3 months now, while we've been going through this, the court has been moving matters forward. They've been moving matters forward via Zoom technology, via telephonic hearings. We now have e-filing as a result of COVID-19. That appears as though that's going to be here to stay right now. So there's been some real progress made, and I think the practical implications for guys looking to move their matters forward is the courts are becoming more efficient right now. Matters are being heard. They're being moved. Quickly, we're getting return dates in the normal course. So it's all encouraging news at this point.
One of the 5 mistakes guys make during this pandemic is really inaction and doing nothing. The messaging is almost inferring that they can't do anything. But, Carolyn up in Cleveland, Ohio, let's hear what's going on in Ohio, because, one of the most important things guys can do, and the takeaways that we've been talking about for 11 weeks now is, 1, get a consultation with an attorney to talk about what you can and can't do, and 2, what should they do? Remember, we asked 3 questions 11 weeks ago. What can I do? What should I do? And what must I do? And I think that's why we're talking about status of courts and updating it, because we have 50 different guidelines going around the country. But what's going up in Cleveland, Ohio? What's happening with the courts?
We're starting to see the court reopen. Things are being scheduled in June. Most of my in-person hearings are getting scheduled into July, and I actually have a trial scheduled in July. So that's very encouraging. What I'm recommending to my own clients and potential clients at this time is get in line. Get in line. Get your place in the door. Get your foot in the door. Because as the courts start to reopen, we're going to see a lot of people trying to get into the court system. So really consulting with an attorney and getting your place in line is going to be very important. We're also seeing the courts start to reopen in a safe way. So there will be some slight delays just as the court starts to get its bearings again in this new environment and is able to effectuate social distancing in the courtrooms. So very encouraging. And my advice to guys is get in line. Come see us. We can get you in line.